welcome here, just the way you are. No more hiding tears, no more covering scars. You are welcome, holy welcome. You are welcome here, just the way you want to be. Bring your deepest hopes and all your wildest dreams. You are welcome, holy welcome, holy welcome.
Good morning, Centers for Spiritual Living, St. George. It is a beautiful day here in St. George. I hope it is spectacular wherever you are watching this from. Thank you for joining us for Sunday morning meditation before service. I'm awfully glad that you're here joining us. My name is Marina Anderson, and I invite you to sit back and relax. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Take another deep breath. And exhale. And one more. Let your body be heavy in the chair in which you sit. Let your chair hold you up. You have no work to do right now except to just be. Be present and breathe. On this fabulous day after Christmas, also the first day of Kwanzaa, and a few days into the return of the sun, gradual, let your spirit just be relaxed. I invite you to reflect on this season of many traditions. Hanukkah in the first part of December, winter solstice marking the longest night of the year, and as I mentioned before, the beginning of the return of the light. And Christmas, celebration of Christ in our lives, and Kwanzaa. Whatever your traditions are, reflect upon what they mean in your life. take a few minutes to just really feel what you've experienced or will experience in this beautiful season. I imagine that there are many words that could describe your experiences and feelings around your holiday traditions. If you're like me, there's many beautiful memories that come swimming into my mind, and thoughts and my feelings about the people that I love. Greetings to friends and family are laced with those memories of love, connection, fun, maybe even some challenges. Losses are hard around the holidays. Integrity, faith, joy. Let those words and feelings fill your thoughts and body. December is such a full month of tradition and activity, and all of those things help remind us of what is important in our life. Important because of that connection that we manifest and feel, or perhaps what we're not, the connection that we're not getting, and desire. And this month of activity leads to a celebration of the coming new year next Saturday. 2022 is on our doorstep. And this is a traditional time to reflect on what is important to us, what serves us well in our life, and what doesn't serve us any longer. So I encourage you to take a minute, just reflect on your intentions for this beginning of the year of 2022 that approaches. I encourage you to continue over this next week to reflect and project into tomorrow the things that are important to you, that fill your soul and spirit. Take a deep breath and exhale. Another deep breath and exhale. One more. I send you many blessings as we transition from 2021 to 2022. Have a glorious, glorious week. Remember to keep breathing and have a glorious day. Namaste.
You are welcome here, just the way you are. No more hiding tears, no more covering scars. You are welcome, wholly welcome. You are welcome here, just the way you want to be. Bring your deepest hopes and all your wildest dreams. You are welcome, wholly welcome, wholly welcome.
Good morning and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living St. George. I hope you've had a chance to notice the beautiful pictures of all of our gatherings that Cheryl Barlow takes and displays before service. They're just a wonderful reminder of the community that we share. So anyway, again, welcome. My name is Gwen Hadley. We are an open, loving, and inclusive community that supports thinking creatively and living a deeply spiritual life. Let you know who's here with us today. We have Chris McCardle, who's behind the scenes doing everything technical that he does so well. Marina Anderson, beautiful meditation that spoke to me personally this morning. Again, I'm Gwen. I'm hosting. Cheryl Barlow is with us to provide her beautiful music that she sings and she writes, and she's so creative. Star Starrett, our own practitioner, will be giving our invocation. And our own Anita Schoeff will be giving the message. So it's just us. It's just the family today. So we're glad you could join us. With that, I turn the time over to Cheryl. She'll be singing Soaring. Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning, Gwen. I'm so grateful to be here as well, and I'm grateful for all of you. And we're just going to continue in that meditative space that Marina laid the foundation of so beautifully, and just remind ourselves to be open to spirit and each other. There's no place else I'd rather be than where like souls inspire me. Realms of possibility with spirits flying free. This is where it's clear the words I need to hear to expand. Yes, this is where I grow, 'cause this is where I know who I am. There's no one else I'd rather be than a spark igniting joyously with the love that lives inside of me, so we can all fly free. This is where it's clear the words I need to hear to expand. Yes, this is where I grow, 'cause this is where I know who I am. I'm going to welcome Star to the service, and she will provide our invocation. Hello, Star.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Cheryl. Love this song. Okay, so just relax and sit back. And right here, right now, I know there's only one mind. That mind is beautiful. That mind is life itself. That mind is my mind now. That mind is our mind now, for there is only one. And in that one mind, we can relax. We can relax and know that everything that needs to get done is getting done. And so as we take that deep breath, we realize that the transitions that we are having to go through, whether we like them or not, are perfect for our well-being and for our time right here and right now. It's what we signed up for. We came here because we are the bringers of the new dawn. We are that which creates. We are that which motivates. We are all of these things rolled into that one mind. And so relaxing into that is the only thing that we need to do. Knowing that it is all done, and it is all done in perfect order. I bless this service and all that are in it, and all that receive it, and all that send out this message of being a bringer of the new dawn. We are it. And so I release it into the law, knowing the law takes hold of it and moves mountains with it. As I release it and let it go in gratitude, together we say, and so it is.
So it is. Beautiful. Bringers of the new dawn. So these lyrics are going to be on screen. I just invite you to affirm them with me and know the truth for yourself. There's no place else I'd rather be than where like souls inspire me. Realms of possibility with spirits flying free. This is where it's clear the words I need to hear to expand. Yes, this is where I grow, 'cause this is where I know who I am. There's no one else I'd rather be than a spark igniting joyously with the love that lives inside of me, so we can all fly free. This is where it's clear the words I need to hear to expand. Yes, this is where I grow, 'cause this is where I know who I am. Together in community, the we that lives eternally, stronger all collectively, we're soaring, flying free. Together in community, together in community, the we that lives eternally, stronger all collectively, we're soaring, flying free. Soaring, flying free. Soaring, flying free. And now we're going to have Gwen back, and she's going to do our sacred reading today. Thanks, Gwen.
So I invite you to read this with me. I think it's more impactful. This beautiful prayer. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. And knowing that I am one with this life, I know that I am one with all of its blessed expressions, which include the presence of a new minister for my beloved spiritual community. Because I know that the highest purpose of my new minister is to express God. I therefore know that my new minister reveals wholeness. I further know that my new minister is the fulfillment of that which we believe, for it is written by Ernest Holmes. Let us learn to draw the divine substance down into our own lives, and as freely as it has been given to us, let us give it to others. Thus alone shall we be made whole. As I stand in agreement with my beloved community, I see my new minister revealed before me as growing the center in joy and prosperity. I now intend to experience my new minister in full cooperation and agreement with my community, knowing the truth about myself. For I live the presence and law of God. I demonstrate wisdom through a mature understanding of the wholeness of life. I am accountable and willing to take full responsibility for my actions. I participate in and support the nurturance and guidance of the community. I act from wholeness and congruence in thought, word, and action. I walk the talk. Please put your personal truth here. I embrace I now accept the highest expression of a new minister into my life, knowing that they are revealed in a way that expresses God and serves the highest and greatest good for all who are touched by their presence. I am so grateful, and so it is. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Gwen. So the month theme for December is Journey of Becoming, and today's talk is The Light of a New Dawn. We are wrapping up not just the month, but the year. American novelist Louis L'Amour, he wrote this. He said, "There will come a time when you believe everything is finished, and that will be the beginning." American poet and activist Amanda Gorman, she inspired with this thought: "The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it." This is a song by Laura Berman that really embodies that philosophy, and I'm going to share that with you today. I'm coming out of this long night's journey into the day, and I'm not afraid anymore to look in the mirror and wipe all the tears off of my face, and sadness fades. I'm ready to be who I came here to be. I'm ready to be everything that I am, everything that I am. Too many years I've spent putting square pegs in circular holes. I didn't know myself. Why would I come here to live a life stuck in a mold, to be bought and sold? I'm ready to be who I came here to be. I'm ready to be everything that I am, everything that I am, the I am, I am the I am, I am the I am, I am the I am. No greater feeling than loving myself, body and soul. The pain just goes away out in a new world, as a creation perfect and whole, in loving flow. I'm ready to be who I came here to be. I'm ready to be everything that I am, everything that I am. I am Amen to that.
Amen. Thank you, Cheryl. I am that
Thanks,
I
Gwen.
am. So it's my pleasure now to introduce the speaker for today, our own Anita Schoeff. Welcome. Hope you had wonderful holidays, Anita. We missed you. So take it away. Inspire us.
Thank you, Gwen. Oh, Cheryl, I knew there was a reason I ran and changed my necklace at the last minute. Can you all see that? I'm sorry, everything's reversed here for me. Well, everything that's been said and sung up to this point, starting with the meditation and then the prayer and the songs, it has just given the lesson for me today. It's all been so consistent with what I have to say. And it does seem appropriate that light's in the title of the last talk of December, because this is a month of so many celebrations, and light has played an important role in all of them, from Hanukkah to the winter solstice, and then Christmas, and today, the first day of Kwanzaa, and then New Year's Eve coming. And so we have candles and Christmas lights and fireworks and disco balls and the sun, all of this light, and 2 family birthdays too with lights. It feels really good to me to be talking about light today, because this is the time of year when I start longing for more daylight. And I'm sure you're aware, it's been mentioned already this morning, that we observed the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere just a few days ago, when the sun travels its shortest path through the sky. And that results in the shortest day and the longest night of the year. The ancient people on Earth may not have understood these astrological events, but they knew that the time following the winter solstice was the time for rebirth in the natural world. And they watched the sky and they prayed and they planned for the resurrection of nature. The energy of winter feels naturally internal and introspective. We might even say gestational. It's moving in the direction of new life. And as I'm sitting here talking to you, I have 3 windows in front of me, and the snow is lightly falling, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And it does make me kind of want to feel cozy and introspective. And we observe this in nature as the nutrients in the soil are being replenished and seeds lie dormant until it's time for them to germinate again. And the trees conserve their energy so that they're prepared for new life in the spring. And much of the animal world goes into hibernation. Well, we humans don't generally lie around dormant during the cold season, but we may tend to slow down a bit and nest a little bit more. So winter is a perfect time for us to honor our connection to the natural world. And this season feels like a good time for self-reflection and reassessment of our goals and desires. I was reading something a few days ago that said you're allowed to take a break from betterment and just be human and messy and in between. So it's okay to have a little time to rest in the goo of your own cocoon. As we take a thoughtful inventory of our experiences over the past year, I'm sure we can all say that we've encountered both light and darkness, the highs and the lows. And when we reflect on our darkest experiences, we often realize that they've been our greatest catalyst for growth and transformation. Even in the darkness, there's the promise of enlightenment. I often need to remind myself to rest in the unknown. Fear is not the only way to view the unknown. And my inner voice says to me, stay in the question. What is mine to know and do? Think of this as your gestational phase. Be patient, trust, listen to intuition. All you need to know will be revealed. Molly Kate Brown wrote in the Science of Mind magazine, the answers, inspiration, clarity, and knowing are there. It is from this place that the what is and the what's to be emerge. And I think of that point of emergence as where we find the light of the new dawn. So what is light, and what does this new dawn look like for me? You know, without going into complicated scientific definitions of light, we can define it as something that makes vision possible. Or we might say that light is illumination, the thing that makes clear or enlightens. There are so many uses and implications of the word light, all of which I think can be traced back to the spiritual quality of light. Author Gary Zukav says in The Seat of the Soul that light represents consciousness. When we're trying to understand something, we say that we want to bring light to the subject. If we're confused, we look for whatever will shed more light on it. When an idea suddenly becomes clear to us, we say that the light came on. And when a person is fully conscious, we say that he or she is enlightened. The book of Genesis in the Bible tells us that it all started with the infinite intelligence that we call God, declaring, "Let there be light," and there was light. And whether we believe the literal version of the creation story, or we believe in some sort of big bang occurrence or any other evolutionary creative process, we know it involved light. It was energy plus consciousness. May I have that first slide, please? This is what the Science of Mind founder Ernest Holmes says. Light was the first great revelation of divine creative energy that called all things into being. And Unity founder Charles Fillmore says that light is the understanding principle in mind. In divine order, it always comes first into consciousness. Light is a symbol of wisdom. So we can see the relationship of creative energy, consciousness, understanding, and wisdom to light. In the New Testament of the Bible, the Apostle John reports that Jesus said, "I am the light of the world. He who follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." And the Christmas story is a story of light coming into darkness, wisdom and truth, dispelling ignorance. Eric Butterworth, in his book, Discover the Power Within You, describes Jesus as the great discoverer of the divinity of man, the supreme revealer of the truth about man, the pioneer and wayshower in the quest for self-realization and self-unfoldment. Now, Jesus didn't just claim that he was the light of the world. In the Gospel of Matthew, we read that he told a group of his followers, "You are the light of the world." And he continued then with instructions to let your light shine for all to see. My favorite discussion of light as a spiritual quality is found in the channeled words of Marina Moss. And I've put it on a slide so that we can read it together. Equally as important as being the love that you are is the light that you carry and what you do with it. The light within the creation of your being is the light of God, of love. That is the wisdom and truth of all creation. Two things must be done with that light. The first is to expand it within you, and the other is to call forth more from beyond you. And that's by Marina Moss from her book, Commitment to Love, Transforming Human Nature into Divine Nature. So to expand the light within you and to call forth more from beyond you, that brings the new dawn into our experience. The new dawn represents to me a new beginning each day, because every day offers us a fresh start and the opportunity to think about things differently. I'll admit it's a rare occurrence for me to be awake at dawn, but I do know it always brings light. Light is the promise of every new dawn, and it's up to me to open my eyes to it. Let's go back to the words of Marina Moss and read this with me. Next slide, please. Always remember this: love is creation, light is wisdom and truth. Let all other interpretations leave your mind. Light illuminates the love that you are. And the next slide. The body of love that you are is on planet Earth to be filled with light in order to fully and richly experience your divine nature. Further, once you fill your temple up with light, and the temple being the body, and understand the transformational powers of light, it is your duty to become a light worker, a teacher of wisdom and truth. You must cast your light gently and mercifully upon others throughout your chosen work. Gary Zukav says that light is the universal energy, and we give the light form. He says what you feel, what you think, how you behave, what you value, and how you live your life reflect the way that you are shaping the light that is flowing through you. Maureen Moss writes that it is critically important that you first shed light within the areas of your own house that you have kept dark and weak. Your own house. Then you will know how to properly shed light on others, adding much needed support to the human race. So we are being called forward to reveal and radiate this light that we have discovered within us. As Jesus said, we aren't meant to light a lamp and put it under a bushel, but to let it shine for all to see. So here's a question that I think is worth pondering. How do you demonstrate Spirit's wisdom and truth in our ordinary day? What if we all began to act as if we are light beings? I encourage all of us to do some soul searching about how we are showing up as the light of God. And we may need to start with cleaning our own house first. It's difficult for others to see our light if we're hiding behind dirty windows. At the beginning of 2021, the global theme for Centers for Spiritual Living was introduced with these words. And if you have your spiritual journal with you, this is just inside the front cover. Welcome. We are on an expansive journey centered in timeless wisdom and pulled forward by evolutionary vision. Timeless wisdom, evolutionary vision has been a part of the Sunday Talks all year. And for me, timeless wisdom is a truth that never changes, and its source is the infinite creative intelligence. And each speaker then throughout the year has interpreted evolutionary vision as it has applied to their topic. So as I was deep into preparing for this talk today, I began to think of evolutionary vision as the spiritual quality of light that we inherently embody and reveal in the world. We are luminous beings. We provide a vehicle for the delivery of light to the world. Evolutionary vision is the faculty that we use to shine divine wisdom and truth into all of creation. So coming into December, we might have expected some kind of closure to the 2021 global theme. That quote that Cheryl gave, I wrote it down, from Louis L'Amour: there will come a time when you think that everything is finished, and that will be the beginning. Wow, that was perfect. We thought that we were closing out 2021, and here we've launched into this open-ended topic of journey of becoming. The journey of becoming, that's not a short trip. And sometimes it's not an easy one either. But the nature of spiritual becoming is expansive and rewarding and beautiful. As living beings, we're always becoming, because life isn't static, it's dynamic. Our mental energy influences that quantum field of all possibility, so that what we give attention to becomes our reality. Because we have the freedom to think and make choices, our experiences can show up in a zillion different ways. So here's another question to ponder. How might life play out if we began each day with the question, what am I becoming today? Or what do I wish to become? And then make that your intention for the day. You may want to write it down, carry it in your pocket, or place little reminders around where you'll see them. Remember, it's what we give attention to that becomes a reality. Post-its are a great way to get your attention throughout the day. Today, I choose to be ... So what would you choose? Worry or at ease? Frazzled or calm? Angry or forgiving? Judgmental or compassionate? Uncaring or kind? Depressed or grateful and happy? You're always on the path of becoming, so choose the direction you want to go. We never know what impression we may be leaving in the hearts of others as we go through our day, or how far that energy may spread. The light of God, Spirit, is always resident within you. Will you hide it or project it into the world? It's an inside deal. Once we make the heartfelt agreement to share the light that Jesus said we are, we become a positive influence in the world. We call forth the new dawn in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. And that is from our global vision statement for Centers for Spiritual Living. May I have that last slide, please? So this is looking out across Haleakala Crater on the island of Maui as the sun rises. And we're just going to leave this slide up as I begin to close out this talk. I'm going to close with an excerpt from a poem by the Taoist philosopher Deng Mingdao. And then I'm going to go right into a spiritual mind treatment. All we need is the morning. As long as there is sunrise, then there is a possibility that we can face all of our misfortunes, celebrate all our blessings, and live all our endeavors as human beings. If we could simply acknowledge the mystery of night and the glory of morning, we would need neither civilization nor spirituality. At its simplest, life begins with dawn. That is the blessing enough. All else becomes fullness immeasurable. At dawn, kneel down and give thanks for this wonderful event. We may think mornings are so common, they are unworthy of veneration. But do you realize most places in the cosmos do not have mornings? This daily event is our supreme goodness. Greet the dawn. That is your miracle to witness. That is the ultimate beauty. That is sacredness. That is your gift from heaven. That is the light of the ultimate. So as we go into spiritual mind treatment now, you may wish to close your eyes. I recognize the miracle of dawn, the supreme goodness, the ultimate beauty, and the sacredness of all life, which are all names for that one presence and power that I call God. Knowing that God is the source of all creation, I know it has created every one of us from its own perfect nature of love and light. Therefore, every person is the embodiment of divine love on earth. And each one is the light that shines wisdom and truth for the benefit of all creation. We are light beings, showing up as unique individual rays of light. Not one of us is dispensable or replaceable, as we are interconnected in this network of all life and essential to the whole. So as I speak these words for myself, I know the same for all who join me in this prayer. Today and each day, I welcome the dawn as a new beginning on my journey of becoming. As I declare my desire to be a beneficial presence in the world, I lean into the question, what is mine to do, to know? I choose my direction with the open-hearted intention to be easy on the soul of all of the world. Whenever, wherever light is needed, I hold my candle high. As this year closes and a new year opens, I celebrate the profusion of divine light that reveals love, wisdom, peace, joy, and abundance throughout the world. I give thanks for all of these blessings, and even more than I can imagine. I release my words to the perfect activity of the divine mind, knowing that all is well, because all is God. And we say together, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Oh, so we'll start with our announcements. So look for in our newsletter and all of the mailings that our dear Marina sends out to you to remind you of services. Please look for our January coming soon, stay in the loop, personal gathering. We're not sure where we're going to do it. We'll have to probably find someplace indoors that's warm. But as soon as we know where that's happening, we will let you know. The book club continues. Sue and Alan are sharing with you the wonderful words of Eric Butterworth, Power Within You. So please join them. You don't need to start from the beginning. You can join them at any time. We continue spread the love. We appreciate all the support that you give us. You can give online through PayPal, send us a check. However it is that you want to support us, we greatly, greatly appreciate you. And as you're here for us, we are here for you. Please contact us for prayer requests. Our practitioners are always willing to support you. Our community care circle supports you with cards or phone calls or whatever that you need. Please reach out to us and let us know what we can do for you. Join us, as always, on our Zoom community conversation after service. We begin at 12 o'clock. And it's always interesting. We discuss things that occurred in the service and just add the love of community and communion in our conversation. So please join us. You can access the link in the Zoom link. Next Sunday, we have our own Joe Kovach. I feel like he's our own Joe Kovach from Las Vegas. He will speak to us about living everyday wonder. And then the following on the 9th, Reverend Valerie Reeves will speak to Wonder, Wonder Everywhere. So we hope you'll join us. We love having you here with us for these virtual services. I think it keeps us together, even though we're not together. It keeps us connected. So we appreciate you. And with that, we're going to bring everybody back up for our closing affirmation. And there we are. There we are. The gang's all here.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in all that I do.
I am it, I embrace it, and I share it.
Just the way that it is.
And just the way that it is becoming.
Thank
you,
life.
Woo!
Goodbye, everybody. Happy holidays. See you next year.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
Blessings.
Bye.
Bye-bye.